Welcome back, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Back at the Cybertrading University morning meeting. Welcome back, cyber traders and everyone on social media. Very big merger. Well, not a merger, but a really big contract came out today, and it looks pretty good with HIMS and Novo. So listen, the weight drugs I told you from day one are going to be pretty big. Eli Lilly, I thought Eli Lilly would take a hit from it, but not real. You could see here on the long-term chart, this stock just obviously is doing great. They said that they're pretty much getting, they might get out of their pill version versus the injection is obviously doing pretty well. I know they're working on another one that's going to lose almost not 15%, but 25%. But it just shows you that there's a very, very big interest in it. I remember when Biden was in office, they were also talking about making it for available. I don't know if Trump's going to do it also, but we also know that we have a very big weight problem in this country. Kids are very obese, very, very big problem. And it seems like everyone's on Ozempic, right? So, and you could see that HIMS did really, really well on it. And, I don't know if you know, but to buy one of those shots costs about $1,300. You go here, it costs you $200-$300, So I still can't figure it out how that works. But HIMS obviously team up with Novo. Novo is Wegovy. And they're doing pretty well. Looks like a nice little merger there. We did really well on the stock on HIMS. A lot of you remember back in January, ran from 28 to 70. And it's so funny. We were talking about this yesterday, and it was weird because I said, you know what? Stock was moving up pretty good yesterday and obviously came back down. But, it was I was looking at it like, man, this thing got destroyed. I thought it was a buy. And you know what? You got to get lucky in a way. It's like, maybe I will buy it. And I was this close of actually jumping into it. And we actually it would have worked out pretty well. But HIMS and Novo, here's Novo, NVO. Here's that other one. That stock got destroyed up to 140 down to 60. So that was making a nice little comeback. I think still Novo is still a little cheap on it. But HIMS, great marketing company. Remember, they just don't do weight loss. They do ED, they do hair loss. They get a really smart company. And it's HIMS, obviously there's a couple of them out there, but they're pretty big, really, really good marketers. So HIMS yesterday, glad I did. You did take some shares, Gene. There you go. You see, you listen pretty well. Look at Gene, even being G-Mark, being a new trial member, just kind of listening in. Remember, Gene, we always told you, don't buy anything. You're just here to watch, okay? But congratulations. Glad you jumped into it. Anyway, there was a lot of other stocks. I think we got every pet's name, every, I don't know, pet or animal out there yesterday that did well. Okay. And you're probably like, what the hell's Fausto talking about? Well, every stock had to go with some name like Pony. So Pony did really, really well. The stock became a really good swing trade. You could see here, it went from like $7 all the way to $10. Great move. She moved up, went all the way up to about 11. Stock, this is the, what did this company do again? It's basically, it's an AI for cars, autonomous driving, the Chinese one, just like they're trying to compete with Tesla. So I told you Tesla's obviously got the okay here in the United States. So this one is obviously in the same industry. So they have the technology. So they're doing really, really well. Big difference with Pony. It's a lot cheaper, And please don't make it look like, oh, I'm not going to invest in a Chinese company, whatever. Remember, we're all the same party. Don't even go there. All right. Because if that's the case, you should have shorted and wouldn't have worked out for you. But Pony did really well. I'm going to put this on the B list, PONY. HIMS are going to put also on there. There was a couple other stocks that did really well too. Tiger, TIGR. Once again, another animal. That stock went from 760 to 860. Stock's holding pretty strong here. It looks like, it's got some resistance right below, right around $9. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner. Right here, we got some resistance levels. So could we still get a push here? It looks pretty good. It doesn't look like a short squeeze right there. So held strong. Wolf was another one, another animal, right? Wolf moving up really, really well. It was a gap fill yesterday. Let me just blow this up here and show you what I was talking about. So we could see right here, this was a gap fill. All right. So the low right here was 470. So the stock kind of filled in the gap right now, but that was a really nice move. literally almost like 100% move right there, Wolf, and it still looks pretty strong. So we're going to put this back on our watch list. We'll see if it could break through that major resistance levels. And a lot of other stocks did pretty well too. Palantir, PLTR, took a big hit, came back. A lot of stocks took a hit and came back. Palantir is getting close to that all-time high right there, 120. Remember the big news on that. They signed a big contract with NATO, and we've been a big fan of Palantir. So that stock's been doing pretty well. Tesla also took a little bit of a hit, came back. It's right at that resistance levels, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that is the big thing right there. We got to get past this 285, 290. I looked over here on level 4. I checked out this morning, and we talked about this yesterday, but the big resistance was right here. It was not around the 290. It's really around the 300. We saw about a 250,000 share seller out there. But when you look at a chart, you might not think it's 300. You might say it's about 320-ish, but 300, we get past that. We're looking really well. Once again, Thomas driving, and they're, remember, he's out of Doge, and that really brought up the stock a lot. You could see how we had that big rally right there. And we don't trade Tesla. You know that. Okay. We trade the TSLL. So a lot cheaper. And you could see here, it was a good buy right here. We're literally up almost about 70-80%, I would say, right? I think everyone here jumped in right around the $7 price range. So if we get past this resistance levels right around this, right under 12, we're looking pretty good. But remember, you got to follow Tesla to see what TSL does. Now, there are other stocks too that did really well too. Revvion did really well too, RIVN. Revvion pushed up pretty nicely, also getting close to that resistance levels. So, that stock had a nice little move all day. We'll put this on the B list too, Revvion, RIVN. And then the other stocks didn't do too well. NVIDIA took a big hit. NVIDIA came back and not really going anywhere. I'm not too crazy about that stock. What else we had? All those tech stocks. I mean, the market came down, but it came back up. But those really, it was more the animal name stocks that really did pretty well. Now, let's go back here and see what's moving in this morning. There are a couple of decent stocks that are moving at this WLDS. And I'm looking over here on the orders. We have a nice little stack around here. You can see here around 250 to 270. Not that many shares, but we're all the way down here at 205. You can see that way it was the resistance levels where it hit and came right back down. Those are where the iceberg orders are. But she's holding here pretty strong. So I like it. It trades up at 70%, 22 million shares, very tradable, nice spread. Remember, we covered this in phase 1. You know what I mean? It's lesson 1. It's all about spread. That's basically the ETF. Even HIMS got an ETF. Look at that. My God. This stock looks really interesting. I like this stock. It just started moving. And what's really nice about this stock is that it's got a ladder effect going on right now. Now, if you've been watching my training videos, if you've been in our classes, we talk about this a lot. Let me show you what we're talking about. Cyber traders, you see what I see, right? You see that big red line. You see how he gapped up there. He kept pushing up. The stock kept going up. So we got a little bit of algorithms going on between 320, 340, but there is somebody out there that's bidding it up right there. So this stock looks like, it's holding pretty strong. It's got a nice push, went from 220 up to $3. Not a bad moving stock. I like it. Good volume, 7 million, tradable, good volume, everything else. Another stock that's moving up pretty well right here is this stock. Hold on, I spelled this wrong. Okay, the LFMD. I don't have it on level 4, though. Let's go check it out. Nice push. Spread a little picky. I'm not too crazy about that spread. LFMD. Let's go see where the orders are. Remember, we always look on the right of the chart, right? All right, so we got some orders hovering here around $8. Let me show you what we got going on here. So there's the resistance. The seller right here around 770 just got filled. Couple of green balls coming in. So that's where we're at right there. And there's the 8. So you get past that. We're doing pretty good. Not a bad looking stock. It's up 25%. OMEX had a nice push yesterday, but just kind of flat. I'm going to pass on that right now. This one had good earnings, but it came back down. And we just broke under 10, so we're going to scratch. Losers, anything there on the good losers? Nothing there. HIMS, there's our HIMS trade. Leg moving up a little bit. Wolf moving up. We got that back on the watch list. Once again, day trade became to a swing trade. And that pretty much does it there. New York, nothing really there. All right. So did we post up? Kerry says WW is doing pretty well. Is that what's also moving with it? Yeah, WW moving up really, really nice. So it's at Weight Watchers, right? So the Weight Watchers get into, I think Weight Watchers trying to get into the weight loss thing. I guess that book and counting calories ain't working out too well for him. So Weight Watchers, yeah, cheap little stock, very inexpensive. Stock got destroyed. Definitely nice little move on that stock. Absolutely. So did news come out on it? I don't know if, let's see, we'll check out, Rich, check out, see if the news came out on it. We'll see what Weight Watchers, but yeah, definitely nice little move. Yeah, Weight Watchers International is trading higher after the company announced its pharmacy integration with Eli Lilly, pharmacy provider. Really? Okay. All right. Well, it looks pretty good. So cheap little stock, and let's go check on some iceberg orders. What do you say? Right? WW. So listen, somebody's got to compete against HIMS, and this definitely looks a lot better. It's a lot cheaper. Wow, I'm not really seeing. Okay, so there's an order out here that just showed up. Not really a lot. 50,000 at 60 cents. All right, so news just came out here. Oh yeah, it looks like we got a good mover here. He got filled. I think we got a player right here. I'm going to definitely jump in. All right, looks pretty good. All right, let's get ready for the market opened up, fellow traders. Now, before we go, two very important announcements. Remember, you had phase one that's going on yesterday. You got going on this week. We have our podcast today. Who do we got today? We got John Koster coming on. And then tomorrow, we have an exclusive person, a very good friend of mine, Jack Brewer, is going to be on from the Brewer Group. You do not want to miss that too. So two big podcasts today, one today and one tomorrow. So we'll be going live at 11 a.m. If you miss it, don't worry about it. It will be recorded. We will be broadcasting live on YouTube and all the social networks. All right. So let's get ready for the open. We got about 15 minutes. Then we'll start commentary, and then from there we'll go jump into our podcast. All right, guys. So good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Trade safe, and let's work together like a team, like always. Good luck, everyone. And if you're watching on social media, I totally forgot to do this because it is not up there for you. If you do want to register, you got your phone, you got that little QR code in the top left-hand corner. Just scan it, and we'll get you in the room. All right, guys? Because you probably want to continue what's going on with the trading and everything else what we're doing at CyberTrading University. So once you scan that QR code, and then we'll get you in there, right? Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll be right back in 15 minutes.